Glitch Tutorials HD here, and in this video I'm just going to be showing you another shock charge method but on Citadelle. So this isn't as good as all the other ones I've been showing you, but it does help manage the zombies. And also I'm just going to be showing you some working glitches that are still working obviously on Citadelle after all patches. But just before I get into this video, could you please smash that subscribe button and turn on that notification bell? Let's get into this video. So this glitch is just like all the other ones. I would recommend going to the crafting table and buying 3 shock charges. Then you just want to go to the small passage just before the pack-a-punch machine, and you just want to chuck 2 behind that door and 1 behind this door. And most of the zombies that come down this small passageway will actually start piling up for the shock charges. So this helps minimize the amount of zombies that come down here. But I'm also going to be showing you a good spot whilst using this as well. So now what you want to do is just come to this location. I would recommend having the lion sword and also having a 3-plate armored vest. So then you can just hold down your trigger to keep swinging the sword so it will kill all of the zombies that go in front of you. But also the zombies behind you in the small passage will just pile up where the shock charges are. So this isn't as good as the other glitches that I've posted, but it's just another shock charge glitch for you to use. But now let's get into the next glitches. The second glitch is better for the start of the rounds, like the really low rounds, because you can get overpowered very easily on the higher rounds. So what you want to do is just come over this van and lie exactly where I do and just lean upwards. Once you lean upwards, all the zombies will jump on top of the van, and all you have to do is just shoot them on the top. So like I say, I would recommend doing this on the lower rounds because it's not that useful for the higher rounds, but for the lower rounds it will make it a lot easier. This is just another new spot. So I can't believe this glitch is actually still working. This is the one that gets you to the quick revive room behind the pillar where you can get unlimited rounds and unlimited XP and everything. All you'll need is Ether Shroud with burst dash and a mutant injection, and also make sure you open all of the doors in the castle. So all you want to do is jump onto the fountain. You want to run, Ether Shroud, then instantly jump, and if you do it correctly you actually land on top of this roof. Once you're on top of this roof, it actually takes us a couple of times, but you just want to jump onto this barrier that I'm trying to jump onto right now, and then jump out of the map. Once you're out of the map, there's death barriers, so make sure that you pop your mutant injection whilst you're falling. So they've actually made it harder. This is the only thing they have done. They've made it harder, so it's pitch black underneath the map now. But I'm going to be putting on screen an older video so you can actually use that as reference on where you need to go. I've done it that many times that I know how to do it even though it's pitch black underneath the map. So now you just carry on running where I go now. Once you're over here, you just want to swim. This will actually kick you out the mutant injection once you're in the water. You just want to swim over here, and then you just want to aim up and literally jump whilst you're going out of the water. Once you're on this part of the glitch on top of the zombie spawn, you just want to pull out a Semtex or anything like that, obviously a lethal grenade that doesn't blow up, and you just want to run and jump at the same time until you land on top of this pillar. Once you're on top of this pillar, make sure you've got another Ether Shroud. You just want to put your crosshairs exactly where I do. You want to run, Ether Shroud, then jump onto this barrier. And as you can see, I hit a death barrier when I'm up there. If you jump onto this ledge that I'm on right now, you won't hit the death barrier. So if you're close to dying, make sure just to run off, jump onto this barrier until you've got your health again. And then you can just keep doing that until you finally get on top of here. So to get on top of here, you need to run and dive, and if you do correctly you actually land on top of the barrier. So I'm going to show you what it looks like now, but like I say, if you keep jumping onto this ledge that I'm on now, this will stop you from hitting the death barrier, so then you can just jump straight back onto that part there. So this is what it looks like once you do it correctly. So I'm just going to jump back onto here, and you just want to run and dive. If you do it correctly, you'll hit a invisible ledge and it will get you up here. Once you're up here, you just want to run to the middle part, and then you just want to run and dolphin dive again. Once you've dove onto here, you just want to follow exactly where I go. This is the older part, the older method when it first came out. But there'll be these stairs right here. You just want to jump onto these stairs and walk along the edge of them. Once you hit the top, there's a death barrier, so try and be quick. You just want to jump on top of this cave right here, and then you just want to go forward, and then you want to run and dive again onto this invisible barrier right here. Once you're on here, you just do the same again. You run and dive again onto this barrier here, and then you just want to lie underneath here and go into this pillar, and it's as easy as that. It does take a while to get used to, but once you get used to it, I can pretty much do it every single time first try. But it did take me a lot of time when I first did it. So I did try and use the shock charge method with this, but it doesn't actually work because the zombies still trigger them when they spawn. So I'm just going to show you what it looks like once the zombies start piling up though. So once you're in this glitch, you're pretty much invincible because the amalgams, none of the zombies can get you at all, so you can just swing your sword. So I'd recommend upgrading the sword before getting in, and also putting espresso on melee macchiato so you can swing the sword quicker, so you can get more XP quicker, you can get through the rounds quicker. And also, if you're confident at doing this glitch, after a certain amount of time of getting used to it, you can actually put the rampage inducer on before getting into it, and you can get through the rounds easier, you can get plenty more gobblegums, XP and rounds quicker. So if you want the zombies to spawn, I don't know if you've just seen a second ago, you just want to go to the back of this wall and you just want to rub up against this wall like what I am right now. This will actually make it to where the zombies are attracted to you and they'll spawn right in front of you, or they'll run in front of you, and then you can just pretty much kill them whilst they're piling up. So I'm just going to show you the last glitch. This is another one that's been out for a while, but it's a really handy glitch to do, and it's good for XP and camos. And then the last one is the oil trap glitch. This is absolutely amazing for XP, rounds and camos. This is really good for camos, but this pretty much instantly kills the amalgams as well. So I'm going to show you how to do it right now. So this part isn't needed, but I recommend putting it on before starting the game because it will help you out and make it so much quicker for you as well. So just go to your augments, go to vulture aid, and then put picky eater on. With you putting picky eater on, once you buy a Molotov, it will actually have more chance of you getting Molotovs when you kill the zombies. They will drop them more often, which will save you having to save up as much salvage to keep doing the glitch. So if you're doing this in directing mode, I would recommend going as high of a round as you can. I'm just going to do this in round 10 for the video. So just go over to the crafting table, make sure you've got at least 350 essence, but I would recommend having more so you can buy more Molotovs. Once you do that, you just want to run around and train the zombies. Make sure to open this gate as well, so both gates on either side are open, because you just chop and change from each gate. Once you've done one gate, you can actually do the other. If you want to get them quicker, I would recommend not doing it in directing mode and do this in normal mode. And if you're good enough, you can actually put the rampage inducer on as well, so that'll be even quicker for you to get critical kills. So all you do is train the zombies like I just did there. You turn on the oil trap, and then you want to go into this corner and chuck the Molotov where I do on the other side. If you chuck it in the middle, there's a chance of it actually damaging you and damaging your health as well. So chuck it on the other end. You can just wait in this corner, and all the zombies that go through will actually count towards your critical kills. So once you've done this oil trap, you can just move over the other oil trap and rinse and repeat it. And like I say, if you've got the vulture aid perk, you've got more chance of them dropping Molotovs, so then you don't need as many essence to keep buying them at the crafting table. So I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. Could you please comment, rate and subscribe, and thanks for watching.